Alright guys, well, it rained, and it rained, and it rained, so it's pretty wet. I got a puddle. That's where I turn all the time for my dumpster. I take it down with the skid loader, but it's pretty wet out here. It rained pretty good today, but we have a ordered item that we have been waiting on for a while, and maybe you guys have been waiting for it also. You know, I've always ran Lampride cedars. I have yet to have one of these wood cedars. So I know the Lampride cedars very, very well. So, you know, if I tell you that I feel like that this is as good, better, worse, whatever, I would hope that you would trust my opinion. You guys know me anyways. I can't tell you how it is. That's why some manufacturers don't like me to do videos about their stuff, because if I don't like it, I tell you. That's just how it is. Anyways, so I ordered this a while back. I've been waiting on it for a little while. We're not gonna have a tractor that matches that paint for a while longer. It was supposed to be here like a day or two within me getting this cedar. I actually got the cedar 2 days early, or it came in 2 days early, but the tractor was supposed to be here about the same time. Then it got bumped back to October 3rd. Right now it is September 22nd. This was not supposed to be here until like the 22nd or 23rd. But came in a couple days early. I went and got it. One thing I can tell you, I have picked Lampride cedars up at the factory in Kansas. It's two and a half hours, 2 hours 20 minutes or something from me. I have picked Lampride cedars up at the Lampride factory when I ordered them. This was back before COVID, and they had stuff in stock and all that. Now they don't, whatever. Woods. So this is a Frontier cedar. It is a Frontier cedar, but if you look at it, this is made by Woods for Frontier. They paint them green. They put Frontier stickers on them instead of the Super Cedar sticker. So this is a wood cedar. Woods, you need to do a little bit better job at crating up your cedars. I pick them up at Lampride, and they are far better. And one company I am over the moon impressed with, you know, cribbing stuff up and making pallets, call Dan User. They'll tell you who to order a pallet from. Maybe they make them themselves, but those pallets are freaking awesome. Anyway, so this is how I got it. I actually cut some of the pallet off back here because my salesman's like, yeah, it's not that big. Okay, well, I said, I'll just sit it on the back of my truck. I got like, 8 foot by 9.5 feet. And he was like, oh, plenty of room. I show up, and he's like, oh, I forgot about the discs and the Cultipacker. So I put and this is how it was sitting. This is how they got it off of the truck. It was like this. It wasn't damaged, maybe it was damaged in freight, but it wasn't damaged at the dealer. Pallets broke. Hopefully that's the only piece that I need that came with the Cultipacker. I'm hoping there wasn't another piece or something, but I have kind of all the boards. I got the one with the cutting discs. I actually talked to a Lampride. He is I believe, just a regional salesman. The guy knows what he's talking about, it sounds like. If not, he's got a really good game. So I took his advice, and I got the notch discs, because he said you can still overseed turf with them and it's not going to tear it up so bad. But now I can no-till. The main reason I wanted one of these cedars is all these seed boxes. It's just like the Woods. It's got the cut or the seed box to where you can put it in. I assume I have a crank somewhere that I can crank it. Oh, duh. That's my crank, I bet you. I was looking at that and I'm like, what the heck is that? That's probably my crank that I crank over to measure my seed. But I got all 3 seed boxes on it. So this is your native seed box. And I just figured something out. I bet you this flips up. Okay. So there's your catch for your lid. All right. I wondered what that little thing was in the small seed box. So let me point out one thing. So Land Pride seed boxes, the lid is a lot more substantial than this. See, I'm barely grabbing this, and see how that twists? The Land Pride seed boxes are very substantial. Now, that being said, the seed box is dry. I mean, I know it's sitting here canted at an angle and all that. It doesn't look like it rained in the box. But this is kind of flimsy. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of flimsy. The Land Prides, when you open it up, if you're using a camera, you don't have to fight it getting it off one-handed or two-handed. Okay. Hang on. Okay, let's put you guys here. I mean, you know me. I'll show you what's up with everything. I can't tell. Oh, so maybe I think I see what's going on. The notches. It's caught on the top of that door. I think the top of this is kind of wedged in that sheet metal, so I'm gonna have to get something to get that closed. So it's brand new. We'll just knock it down with the file just a little bit, but it'll be good. And I also got the box, or I got the cedar unassembled. Saved me a couple $100 for them. They said it takes a couple hours. I know this type of cedar, those bottom pieces literally just slide in. There's a carriage that we're going to have to figure out. You put your carriage in here. I'm sure the bolt goes on the top and it holds carriage on the bottom. Those big bolts go through those bolt holes on either side. And in that center, the square pieces are probably your notches to move with this or something. Shouldn't be difficult. Only a couple bolts on the cultipacker. Shouldn't be difficult. Then we have, obviously, our native seed box is just going to stay open. But then we have a small seed box. So I just started to do Bermuda here in Kansas. And then obviously it has another one of these little things. That one's really tight, so we're going to have to loosen up that lock nut. But I don't know how much I'm going to use those now. I guess I could file it and make it fit. But anyways, we've got a setting here for Bermuda grass. So that'll be nice. I can do radishes, annual ryegrass if I don't want to have a mix in there. I don't know. I haven't even looked in here to see. Okay, so it's got decent application rates on it. Oh, that's actually approximate per acre. Okay, so I'll have to look at that. But anyways, I'm not going to do a bunch besides that Bermuda grass. It would be nice to be able to do Bermuda grass without trying to make it go through my Land Pride. And I got it to go through it, but it was a chore. It looks like, and I haven't walked over this, you'll kind of notice there's paint missing. That's not their fault. There's probably a little paint missing on those two little things. That's not, well, I guess it might be their fault. When I was unloading it, the pallet up there broke in half and the cedar kind of rolled back and it stopped on those kickstands and on this lever. It did not bend this. This is plastic. This is just kind of bowed being attached. But it knocked the powder coat off of this piece. This is your adjustment for the small seed box. Here's your adjustment for the primary seed box, or cool season grasses. And again, I haven't looked. I don't know. I would think that I would adjust. Maybe there's no adjustment. Surely there's an adjustment for the native box. We'll look at the manual. I was just trying to do a walk around, and we're actually going to assemble this in this video. But primary seed box, again, it's dry inside. I didn't even look at application rates. I guess I really should have done that before I bought it. Tall fescue, approximate seed rate per acre, row broadcast. I'm just kind of looking. I'll be opened up quite a ways, basically. Basically open it up all the way to do primary seeding with it, which is fine. It's totally fine. Anyways, the main reason I wanted the big seed box, that native seed, is because I can do brome out of this seed box among doing native seeds. Brome grass, do 23 pounds an acre, so we'll set it on the slow side. Okay, so you set it slow, medium, and high. We'll set it on the slow side because definitely don't want to do 58 pounds an acre. 23 pounds is, it's still just barely a touch heavy. Usually I do 25 pounds an acre, but you generally don't even do that really, because that makes it, anyways, we won't go through that. That makes it like a half a pound per thousand. And it is what I usually do, and it's a little heavy, but it's good. Anyways, but I figured I'd kind of go through it, and we can put the seeder together, and then you guys can go along the journey with me on using it and seeing what all we can seed with this. We got to put this on. I already took the nut and the bolt off of it. It was sitting there. I wonder which, it didn't tell me which position that goes in. So it shows it like this. See the notch? At least in the picture it shows the high part towards the front. I assume that's how it goes, and I don't know what, I didn't think about it, I don't know what hole, because this has multiple holes in it, but they had the bolt in this one, so I'm just going to start with that one. I don't know if it would matter or not. I mean, it probably will matter. Let's see. Maybe that'll help me hold that up there. I don't think it said anything in there. I'm going to look at it real quick and make sure. Not crazy detailed instructions, it just careful remove stud, remove bent pin, remove roller slide, place disc, slide underneath frame rails with notch on vertical place facing to the rear. Install using 3/4 inch hardware, 3/8 thick washer in the rear disc slide hole. So I need to move it back one. being said, I can't tighten that there. We send it. Okay. So you have to put this on the back side because this will hit. That's why I do these videos just raw. I mean, okay, and I bet you. Alright, so that is there. It's going to be a pain to get to the bolts. Let's tighten these up. Plus, take those off and we'll see what we can get done. I'm going to get hearing protection. That thing's loud. Let's see, this one's got a part number, maybe we'll put it forward. I hope I have enough room in between the, the jack stand and the jack stand and the frame of the cedar. Maybe I should have put these side pieces in first. I don't know. Find out. Barely enough room to get by that jack stand. I picked that up in a way, and it was cutting my leg. It wasn't nice. I don't know if this can fit in there. No, maybe. This is when it'd be nice to have a friend over. Jammed up. Huh. I need to move that jack stand so I can get that over just a little more. Maybe what? Alright, hopefully I don't struggle bust too much here. Why does it look like those are on the wrong direction? Maybe they go on the outside, Jason. Okay. This thing weighs a couple, 200 or 300 pounds. Kind of rolled up there. Let's get the other side done. Let's get you guys over here. I like the idea of having this cable on here, but this dang thing is in the way. You have to take it off to get to the bolts. I may have to be where you guys are, but I'll try not so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. I don't like the fact, see how canted that bracket is? I know that's on a ball mount, but I don't know if I absolutely love how much that's canted. And I've got that slotted bolt hole tightened up pretty good. So I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to find that out. This one's sitting up pretty flush, so this could come this way a little bit. I've got that front bolt tightened up pretty good, so I guess I'm going to loosen the back slotted bolt so it can follow the ground. I would think that's how you want it to work. This one does not have a spring deal. And then I have to figure out, I think I know what these are. Let's see. I think we take the bolts off there, and then that's probably my mount for my scraper for the back Cultipacker. So I'll have to pull these off and put my brackets on each side. And I'd assume, I think this came with bolts. Came with a chain. And no, I have bolts in the bottom of the bag. But then I have to figure out where this dude goes. And I have an extra chain. But then I need to investigate this guy up here. Let me get this shield out of the way. I don't know if you can see that, but that chain's going really good, and then all of a sudden, wham! At the bottom, off that bottom gear, it's kicked this way really hard, and there's no hole drilled in this gear. So this clip here, like say you want to pull the seater, you'd pick the seater up to where there's no tension on the roller, you pull this clip out and you put it right here. So then you could not run the seater if you just wanted the disc. But all in all, that is putting together. This is a GS1172 Frontier seater. So GS1172, 72 inches wide. It is a nice looking seater. It is a good quality seater. It is a little cheaper than Lampride. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to tell you that, oh, this thing blew Lampride out of the water. No, it is made like the lids. The lids surprised me. I mean, even, see, look, I'm picking this up and that whole lid flexes. I mean, Lampride doesn't do that. Lampride lids are a little nicer than that. I did fix this box up here already. Let's show you guys what I did. Just in case this is a thing. Try not to scratch the heck out of it yet. I mean, it's going to get used. But I did fix this seed box. I guess that's going to keep rolling. Get that there. Let me... Where can I get you guys? Alright. Can you see me here? Alright, what I had to do, I took a file, and this leg here, the one that's up against there, I just took a file and hit it about, I don't know, 6 or 8 times, and then rounded off that edge, and now it fits in there. What happened is it got in there and it locked down in, and I couldn't get this pulled back enough to get that lip out. The kerf was kind of this way, so I made the kerf that way, and it holds it really nice now. I mean, you know, that might blow off in the wind or something, but likelihood is slim to none. So, anyways, all right, guys, well, that's my new seater. Hopefully you're as excited about seeing it work as I am. All right, a quick side note. See how that bracket looks better now? And this side looks better, the bracket that holds the Cultipacker. There is a set screw in your bearing. This side was quite a ways off. Loosen that set screw up, knocked that in and adjusted it where it was nice. It looks like I've got good clearance inside. Tightened it back up. It fit, and I figured that out when I tried to put the scraper on. The scraper did not want to go on. So, if you are putting yours together, or if you have an issue with it, you might check the clearance of that bearing. All it is a set screw in that collar on the outside. I do wish it had 2 set screws in it, so I'm probably going to pull a set screw out and go get another set, because it has a place for 2 and only has 1. Anyways, guess it makes it cheaper that way. I'm still super happy. I know I'm kind of picking on it a little bit, but I am super happy with the with the seeder. It is what I wanted. You can change your placement if you want to go deep with the seed. You leave your seed cups running there. If you want to go shallow, you actually run your seed cups here for your small seed box. So that's kind of nice. You know, if you're planting something that has to be higher up in your seed bed, you just leave, or you put your seed cup outlet back here in the back, and that'll put it right in front of the cultipacker instead of putting it in front of your spike wheel. So that's kind of nice. It does still have the adjustments on the seed cups. I did not read the box or read the thing on which one to put it where. Usually you open it more for bigger seed and you close it more for smaller seed is generally what you do. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to pull a couple of these stickers off. I love stickers. And see you guys later. Thanks.